Son of a bitch.
Okay, John needs to hit the on button.
Hey, come eat some. There we go.
Oh, boy.
There we go. All right.
Oh, now look.
So looky there. Now we got audio. Okay, so
Now it's not flatlined.
to be fair,
It was not Tony's fault.
it was John's fault. To be fair, there's a little red button that I keep forgetting that I have to turn on. It's my only job.
Welcome back with audio.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tea Time, Audio Time with T and J.
Welcome to the breath sounds of audio.
No one can resist my. I can't.
Take the cannolis and leave the gun.
Take the cannolis and leave the gun. Oh my God, it's been a day. So basically, we didn't have a Patreon show because I was sitting in traffic for.
Because John was loving with his truck.
I was loving with my truck. I was sitting in traffic for. I got to your house at 7:30. Look at that. 7:30. I left the house at 5:15.
Wow.
Which is later than I normally do.
That's 2 hours.
2 hours and 15 minutes.
Wow.
So yes,
That stinks.
I hate traffic right now. But anyway, so here we are, 5 minutes after 8.
I lost an ear.
I
hate when my ear pops
with the
out.
world famous now Tony Calsanova,
Oh, yeah.
fresh off his appearance on the new Screensaver show today.
That's right. With Leo and Alex.
Leo Laporte, the legend.
I would say him and Adam Curry are the godfathers of podcasting.
Adam Curry is in like MTV's Adam Curry?
Yes. He was a very early on podcaster, him and Leo. And
Really?
I would say that those two gentlemen are the reason that podcasting exists today.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was the very first podcast you listened to?
It was probably something Leo put out.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I watched him literally on, this is not Disney, but I watched him on, there was a whole network called Tech TV.
Mm-hmm.
And they had all these different kinds of shows, like Call for Help, the new Screensavers. Kevin Rose did a hacker show.
Yeah.
And all that kind of stuff. And I think after he left television, he started his Twit TV. And it was probably a show that he put out. I've been listening to him for years. I'd say probably 20 years. Maybe more.
I think I listened to. I actually my podcast journey started with Disney podcasts. I was listening to all the Disney podcasters. You know the names. You know them all. Some of which are no longer with us.
Right.
And by no longer with us, I mean they just quit podcasting and quit blogging or sold their blog or whatever. But how can I keep a straight face? I live with this stuff all the time.
We should have shows that we wear different hats. I got lots of hats.
And now it's time for different hats. Yeah. Different hats we wear. Yeah. Part of the reason I can keep a straight face is it's been a crap day for me. Let me rephrase that. My days are so much better than everybody's best days. My worst days are so much better than everybody's best days. But got some bad news on some equipment that I really, really, really needed. Sat in traffic for 2 hours and 15 minutes. You know,
it is what it is.
I have to sit across from that. You think that is bad? You should go look Tony's timeline picture up when he's doing his little face thing.
Oh yeah, on Facebook
with the dock thing that they do. That'll keep you up at night, kids. That'll keep you up at night. That'll make you not eat anymore.
Make your children cry.
And it may sterilize you instantaneously.
Poof.
Poof. I can't sleep. I don't want to eat. And I don't want to have kids.
Gosh.
There you go. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it because we have an interview later on. Thanks, guys, for everybody being there. It's great to see the whole crew. Jen's there. Rebecca's there. Steven's in the house.
James is there.
James is in? I miss James coming in? James. Hummus. Real quick. James can help me out. I'm searching for a G-Shock watch. I've always wanted a G-Shock, but I don't want to spend $600 for it, so I'm looking at the sites. But it's got to fit my man-sized wrist.
Go to the Florida Mall.
Okay.
There's a little booth.
Yeah.
Used to be by the food court.
All right.
Fixes watch. Great guy to have your watch fixed.
Uh-huh.
He's got a ton of G-Shocks, and they're cheap. $100 or less.
Sweet. I'll do that.
I got them in different colors: purple, red, gold,
I could see
orange.
me with purple.
What?
I could see me with purple G-Shock.
Yeah.
Hi, look at my G-Shock. It's great.
White's a
Matches
big
my
color.
eyeliner.
White's a big color.
Yeah, it's a big color. All right, let's go ahead and get going. Shall we? You ready?
Sure.
You're
Shoot
gonna
it.
wear the hat.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Nobody's gonna see me.
All right, next week I'll wear a hat.
Sure.
I'll bring a hat to
I'll
wear.
make you wear the Luigi hat.
No, I'll bring my own hat that fits
okay.
my big cranium. All right, here we go. Greetings and welcome, everybody, to the Disney Parks Podcast. My name is Park Hopper John, and I come to you from www.parkhoppers.com. Sitting across from me in the lovely chapeau is Mr. Tony Calcinova from... just move forward a little bit from DisneyByTheNumbers.com. How are you doing, oh great-eared one?
I can hear you twice as good now.
You think you would hear me, twice as good.
It's like in Quadrophenia.
Yeah. For those of you who are not watching, he literally has got a Mickey ears, Walt Disney World with Mickey's face on the front, and he's got a DBTN and a Disney Parks Podcast sticker in the ears. And the thing is he had it kind of pushed forward, and as I introduced him, he touched the corner of it and shifted it forward. Oh, jeez. Hey,
you got to join us on Facebook Live if you want to see the shenanigans.
Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, or soon to be 8 p.m. Florida Standard Time.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that, real quick? I know it has nothing to do with Disney.
I think it should stay the same. Enough with the go forward, the back, the forward, the back, the forward, the back.
Yeah.
There's no purpose for it anymore.
Yeah, I think so.
Back in the day, yeah.
Makes sense. Now it does make sense.
If I was farming or something, I needed more light.
Yeah, totally makes sense.
We have electricity now.
Yes, we do, and the internets.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Real quick, what Disney stuff did you do this weekend?
Oh, I did last Thursday. I did the After Dark.
Again. That's nice.
Repeat offender.
Disney's into you for a few $100.
Yeah, I told you if they would do it every month, I would dump my pass. I would have no purpose for it.
I would too.
But here's the thing. So here's the wrinkle. This time it was sold out this time around.
Ooh.
And that does have an impact on the wait time. Some rides, like the Mine Train, did have a line. They were using this time the Fast Pass queue line, and it was about halfway up that line. So that's a little bit of a line.
A titch.
I mean, I'm not going to say it's 120 minutes like it normally is.
Right.
But it was a little bit long.
Yeah.
So some things had a little bit longer of a wait. But
yeah.
Listen, it's still way better than 90 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't wait for that ride, but that's me.
I love that ride.
Not knocking you.
Yeah.
The reason I dislike the ride is because it's very uncomfortable for me.
Yeah, you got to be sandwiched in.
Yeah, you have to squash things, and every time I get out, I hear the sound, so it's not. Yeah. Anyway, but that's cool. Anything else?
Nope, that was it.
I went to the International Flower and Garden Festival on Saturday. Yeah.
Was there flower or food?
There was both. We did not try any of the marketplaces, except we had some drink offerings from a couple different places we wanted to try.
Someone told me there's more food than there is flour this year.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Yeah,
there's less because they're not using the festival center. There's not as many demonstrations.
Oh.
There's still some, but there's not as many.
Yeah.
And there just seems to be less stuff around, so it's an equal.
Yeah, and they can't use the Odyssey yet because it's being rehabbed.
Right.
So they got no place to do it.
Yeah, but it was fun. We wound up going.
Should have done it in World Showplace.
I know, right? But I'm sure they got plans for that. So the whole reason we were going is we were meeting friends there, and we were going to have dinner at the Beer Garden. It was the first time they've ever had dinner at the Beer Garden, and their minds were
blown.
I said, come hungry. I said, and it's meat, lots of meat. And I said, like, sausages and stuff like that. He's like, oh, I love smoked sausages. I'm like,
no.
You're not understanding what I'm saying.
It's sausages.
It's legit
Bratwurst.
German wursts and,
I just don't like the look of the white, brat.
Takes a little getting used to.
Yeah, I'm just not.
Yeah.
I'm used to my Italian.
I totally get that. That makes total sense. So we go in and we go to the buffet the first time and I literally watch the husband's face and he's like, like the whole slack jaw,
Right.
and he went through. He went straight for the meat.
And probably
stuff.
the beer too.
Yeah, well,
is he a
no.
beer?
Yes, yeah, they are.
Oh, okay.
Sid ordered a liter.
Oh yeah.
A liter of the grapefruit Hefeweizen.
Oh, it's not my favorite.
I helped her finish it. It's pretty good.
It's good. It's not my favorite.
Yeah, it's not mine either. I'm disappointed because they don't have Spot and Optimator on the menu anymore. They used to have Optimator. And I was like, oh, dude, we're going to get an Optimator when we get in there. And he's like,
I try not to go over there because I would drink them all.
Yeah. But but anyway, so they had a blast. The husband had a blast. The wife had a blast. We all were stuffed. And he's on his fourth plate. And he's like, I know I have to stop, but God, this is so good.
You don't.
And then we had
It's all
dessert.
you can eat.
Yeah, and then we had dessert. And dessert was
The
ridiculous.
Oompa band's still there?
Oh, yeah, we saw 2 shows of them. It's great. Sikataki, hoi, hoi, hoi. And then we walked the rest of the way around World Showcase, and it started raining.
Right.
And then we made trees and leaved. They had the set up in between the shops at the end of the promenade for the Steve Harvey show, which is in production.
Yeah.
That was kind of interesting. Got rained on like a beast.
Oh, good.
Good Mickey Hart and Ario Speedwagon guy. No, not Ario.
Oh, the Flower Power?
Yeah. It's we built this city. Starship. Jefferson Starship. Jefferson Airplane. Mickey Thomas. No, it's not.
Mickey
is it Mickey
Dolan?
Thomas. Mickey. Somebody in the chat room will know. Anyway, the lead singer that's always there every year. They always open up the show with Jane.
Yeah.
And the cowbell. So anyway, we didn't see him at all.
Yeah.
So it was a good time. We didn't do anything Sunday, but that was all day Saturday. Yeah, that's pretty much what we did.
Good
Anything
one.
else you want to get into before we? All right. There's nothing else we can do but get into
the news.
There's this little piece of news that dropped last week that I literally needed to change my underwear after I saw it. You may not know this. On Tuesday nights, Sid and I do our little Park Hoppers live thing. 7 o'clock Tuesday nights. Facebook.com/WW Park Hoppers. Shameless plug.
Plug it all.
That's what she said.
Plug them every
we talked about this. I saw this piece of news that came across the wire, and I immediately lost my mind. Jon Favreau, who was the man behind the first Iron Man series for the longest time, was the spearhead for the Marvel Cinematic Universe until they gave it over to Buffy guy. Oh my God, my brain is shot right now. He also did Jon Favreau.
You've been inhaling too many car fumes in your
Apparently,
car?
I have. It was also the guy that brought the Jungle Book to life. Plays Happy.
Jon Favreau.
Jon Favreau, yeah. Who is now going to sit back, kids, executive produce and write a live-action Star Wars series.
Yikes.
Lucasfilm is excited to announce that Emmy-nominated producer and actor Jon Favreau, Joss Whedon, has signed on to executive produce and write a live-action Star Wars series for Disney's new direct-to-consumer platform.
Wow.
They're teasing you with the Favreau. John is no stranger to the Star Wars galaxy, having played roles in both the Star Wars Clone Wars animated series and the upcoming Solo, a Star Wars story. Favreau is thrilled to be returning to the Star Wars galaxy, saying, quote, "If you told me at 11 years old I would be getting to tell stories in the Star Wars universe, I would not have believed you. I cannot wait to embark upon this exciting adventure," end quote. Disney's collaboration with Favreau extends back over a decade when he helped launch the Marvel Cinematic Universe as director of Iron Man and Iron Man 2, and as an executive producer of the Iron Man and Avengers films for Marvel Studio. For Disney, he directed and produced the massively successful Jungle Book, which won an Academy Award for its groundbreaking visual effects. He's currently in production of Disney's highly anticipated reimagining of The Lion King, set for release on 2019. This untitled Star Wars live-action series does not yet have a release date.
Well, if they haven't released the platform it's going to be on.
Yeah, so they don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
So they can start filming whenever they want to.
They'll take the time.
It'll
Well, Favreau will have to do some writing first.
They say that the platform is going to be released in late 2019. Seems to me they'll probably make that announcement in the recently opened Star Wars land.
Yeah.
Have Favreau come out and do some cross promotion.
Right.
I was already in on the Disney direct to consumer streaming service. Now I'm really all in. And a little nugget that I heard the other day, there's another podcast I listen to where they watch more geek news around the world, and they're finding news that the direct to consumer streaming service that Disney is opening is going to have all of the classic Disney content.
It better.
I'm talking like all of the classic stuff.
It better.
I know it should, but I'm just saying we're starting to hear rumblings of that. I'm not reading that, but that's what
I hear Elton John and I think Rice are coming to write one or two of the songs for the Lion King movie as well.
Say what? He's going back and rewriting some?
Yeah.
Cool.
New ones, new songs.
Nice.
So that's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Disney is now giving you a babysitter if you would like to get rid of your kids for a while.
What?
Yes. They have a new, this is a beta test that they're doing, so we're not sure how long it's going to stay. But they have a new Pixar-themed immersive children's experience that debuts April 13th at the Contemporary Resort. So, starting on that date, Disney will introduce a brand new, playful and immersive Pixar character experience as part of a pilot program. Each night, kids from ages 4 to 12 will be transported to a world full of excitement and adventure with their favorite characters from Disney's Pixar, Toy Story, and Incredibles.
Oh, what a quinkadink.
Yeah, a little movie tie-in there.
Mm-hmm.
It all kicks off with a Space Ranger training where kids will learn how to identify and battle enemies of the Star Command. Okay.
They're going to work hard to keep Tony out of this. I'm telling you, he's going to be...
They better have some armed people.
Who's the creepy old guy who's trying to play with me, Dad? Oh, that's just Uncle Tony.
I left my kid there. I'm not sure where he is.
I want to go through this experience to make sure my kid is getting the best experience here at Disney.
Right. Then Woody and Jesse will show them the ropes of the Wild West during Woody's Roundup.
Wild West.
During the Piston Cup Challenge, youngsters will be able to build a race car, then race it on the Radiator Springs racetrack. And finally, kids will learn some sweet dance moves during the Incredible Dance Party with Mr. Incredible and Mrs. Incredible. What else is on the menu? Games, dinner, and dessert, of course. This is nightly, kids 4 to 12. The doors will open for registration at 5 p.m. and programming will run from 6 to 10:30, and it is only $65 per child. But children need to be potty trained.
That rules you out, buddy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I have an adult diaper. When the kids play, the parents can get away. So this is great. If you have dinner reservations, you want to, the California Grill or, or any restaurant really that you can get there and back in 4 hours, which is, I think, possible and doable.
Right.
You can go have dinner without the kids.
So it says that registration opens at 5. I'm assuming that you can pre-schedule this and then register
I'm
your
not
kid?
sure if you can do that quite yet.
Because that sounds a lot like it's a coin toss, like you've made reservations for 2 and you take your kids at 5 for 2 people and you take your kids at 5 and they say we're full up.
I don't think they're going to be full up.
Then you're stuck.
I think they're doing this in the Fantasia Ballroom. I think there's going to be plenty of space for this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
I would like to go see it, but I have
too.
a feeling it's going to be very secure and locked down because people are leaving their kids.
Yes, you're not going to be within.
I'm sure there's going to be security there. I'm sure
yeah.
the doors are going to be locked.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're going to need some ID to get in the room.
Yeah.
They're going to have a list of names.
Are you staying on property would be the first question.
Yeah, does this bracelet match your kid's bracelet kind of thing? They're probably going to do some very precautionary things.
Name 6 things your kids don't like to eat because they're all on the menu right now.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, we want to remind you we have some meetups coming up. March 24th, we are going to the Pool Bar and Grill at the Four Seasons. We will be there starting at noon. So please, if you'd like to join us for lunch or a cocktail or just stop by, Please RSVP for all of these at facebook.com/Disney Parks Podcast. Then next up, April 21st, we bought our tickets already. We are doing the Star Wars The Void, the VR experience.
Wait.
The VR experience.
At Disney Springs, we're going to meet at 2. Tickets are $29.95 per person if you'd like to actually do the experience. Otherwise, you can come and meet us at 2, and we can hang out for a while.
And that $29.95 is what you get at the Void.
The Void.
We're
right.
not.
Yeah,
selling
we're not
tickets,
charging. Yeah, we're not.
So you have to go to the Void.
Yeah, go to the Void.
Yeah, online.
May 26th, we're going to Baseline Tap House at 7 p.m. I was thinking 7 p.m. That should be good enough to even see the Star Wars show, I think. So join us for that.
Excellent.
That's coming up. We are looking for bloggers, photographers, videographers. We do have a couple people that are interested, so now we got to get everybody on board. So if you are interested, email us at DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com. Don't forget you can listen to us on your Echo, your Dot, your Google Home, whatever.
Whatever giggles in the middle of the night.
Yeah, whatever will laugh at you.
Jeez. I would go insane.
Don't forget to visit our store at DisneyParksPodcast/shop. John has a book, 100 Things in a Magic...
Jesus, really? It's been 2 years.
100 bucket list things to do in the Magic Kingdom.
Close enough.
All right, there
I'll
you go.
take it.
You can find his book at www.parkhoppers.com if you'd like it signed by John. Does everybody else sign it or just...
No, just me. That's
okay.
one of the bucket list items. It's
Okay.
not in the book, but it's unspoken. You have to track down the other 2 authors.
Okay, so if you want the other 2 people, you gotta have to go do that.
Which one will probably be easier than the second one because the third one, because the third one lives in Key West.
Yeah.
So good luck with
he
that.
don't care.
Good luck with that.
He ain't signing nothing.
Have fun with that.
Or you can get his book on Amazon.com. I have a book. It's Disney by the Numbers. You can get mine at DisneyByTheNumbers.com or Amazon as well.
Sweet.
All right. What else?
So you talk about the ratings and reviews. We want to go on.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, okay, fine. Disneyland Paris closes Discoveryland Theater for refurbishment. I know this is going to come as a great sadness to you. Sunday, March 4th was the last show of the Star Wars Path of the Jedi in the Discoveryland Theater in Disneyland Paris. So from Monday, guests could no longer experience a 10-minute synopsis for the first 7 of the Star Wars films. Sad day.
Yeah.
Since 1992,
Ooh.
been a while, the theater's opening year, the Discoveryland Theater showed the 3D film Captain EO with Michael Jackson. 4D film Honey, I Shrunk the Audience, and trailers for Disney films and short movies, as during the Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival. Sounds amazing like the Magic Eye Theater.
Mm-hmm.
Since May 2017, the theater was used to give the audience a short introduction to the Star Wars universe when its location next to the rides Hyperspace Mountain, Star Tours, The Adventure continues. The Discoveryland Theater is expected to open again this fall with a new experience. Does this early closing mean that we can expect a lot of this new use for the theater? Who knows? This theater, if it's the one that I'm thinking of, could really be used for some really cool things. I hope that they still keep the Star Wars theme because it's so. I mean, it's like right there next to Star Wars.
Is it like a modern high-tech theater, kind of like they have in Disneyland with some of their shows?
If it's the theater that I'm thinking of, it's more proscenium stage. And if it's the theater that I'm thinking of, and I could be wrong, it's right next door to like a food place.
Oh,
like a quick service.
yeah.
Like if it's where I'm thinking, it's like quick service, and then like you cross over a threshold, and it's like you're in the theater. It's really weird.
Interesting.
So yeah,
Very interesting.
very interesting.
Okay, last week's trivia question is, what television star appears in the attraction? Sounds dangerous.
I would say
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift is not a television star. I would say who was the guy that was on Timon? No,
Timon.
Who was the person who was on the original Family Feud? Richard Dawson?
Yeah.
Richard Dawson. My answer? Final answer, Richard Dawson.
No.
Oh.
Sorry.
Crap.
It is Drew Carey.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
I've heard of him.
so he's got a little tie to Disney back in
A
the
little
day.
bit.
The winner is Brian, and Brian, as we like to say, it's in the mail. This week's trivia question is, what is the name of the Blizzard Beach mascot at Walt Disney World? So Blizzard Beach has got a mascot, and the mascot's got a name. What is the name of the mascot?
Guadalupe.
No.
Dang it.
Send that to DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com.
Hey guys, we love our Patreons. We appreciate everybody who helps support the show. That keeps the show live. That helps us do things like the Monday night live show here on Facebook, and it also allows us to do some other really cool things when we have to go. We have to prepay for some events and stuff. So if you want to support the show, if you like what we do here, go visit patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast. And you can sign up there. That gives you access to a private Facebook group where we do a live show most every Monday at 7 p.m. when traffic lets me get here. It also gives you some ad-free shows because a lot of people get tired of the ads. I understand that. It gives you exclusive video content. Plus, we have all sorts of great offers and rewards for the different levels of support. And we are constantly trying to figure out ways that we can plus up the way that we love on our Patreons. And if you sign up to be a Patreon, we can add you to this list of amazing people, starting off with James, Christy, Grant, Ernie, Stacy, David, Jennifer, Ross, Jeremy, Ron, Willie, Michael, Cassandra, Katie, Eva, and other Katie.
Very nice.
Yeah, very excited. Thank you guys for being supporters. Patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast.
Yep. So let me ask you this. Riddle me this, Batman.
Okay. Yeah.
Dole Whip or Citrus Swirl?
That's a toughie, brother. I love Dole Whip. There's nothing better on a hot day than a Dole Whip float.
Very true.
But I'm going to have to go with Citrus Swirl.
All right.
Because I don't get that very often.
Yeah. I do like the Citrus Swirl a little bit more than the Dole Whip. Listen, they're very close. I would take either one if you put it in my hands and put one in each hand. I'd still take it.
Yeah.
But I lean a little bit more to Citrus Swirl.
Yeah.
So saying that, I have this bad news.
Great. Typical. It's my day today.
The Citrus Swirl is being replaced with a Orange Swirl.
It's my Darth Vader.
Okay, so every good thing at Disney must come to an end.
You hear that, Bob Iger?
You
hear that, Bob Iger?
That should be their motto on when you drive under.
No. It should be just when you fall in love with it. That's where we're going to take it away. We're looking at you, Toad.
Yep. So in the Magic Kingdom, there's been a change at the Sunshine Terrace menu. Instead of the Citrus Swirl, the iconic park snack was now listed as a Orange Swirl. Upon further investigation, we found out that the formula for the swirl has indeed changed. The original formula for the Citrus Swirl, when it arrived in the park, and the recipe has been the same since 2012 when they put it back, was basically frozen orange juice swirled with vanilla, soft serve. And that's what made the Orange Swirl. And I liked it. You liked it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nope.
So now the formula is straight up orange Dole Whip and vanilla soft serve.
I get used to that.
So, now it was like this pre-2012, which is when the original formula came back.
Right.
So, here it is. I mean, now they're just going to change it up and, I haven't tasted the orange.
It's been a while since I've had one.
Yeah?
It's been a while since I've had a citrus roll.
Right.
I'm looking forward to going have an orange swirl. But my question is this. You think they just sit around and say, what can we change for the heck of it today?
No.
It
has to do with cost, price,
right,
and the ability to get a bazillion of them out as quickly as they possibly can.
Wow.
That's what it comes down to there.
Gotta love that.
So apparently the reason for this change was Disney wanted a formula that was sweeter versus a tart option.
Oh. Well.
But if you wanted sweet, you would have gotten the Dole Whip. If
Right.
you wanted tart, you would have gotten the Citrus Swirl.
Right.
That was the whole thing.
Yeah. Variety, kids. It's the
Yeah,
spice of
the
life.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard, anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Next up, Disney's Contemporary Resort is holding an Easter Sunday religious service.
Amen.
Why not? Just because if I'm going to celebrate Easter, I want it to have a Disney flair.
If I'm going to celebrate Easter and I'm at Disney, it's going to be in a park.
Yeah, either that or sleep in. So, to observe Easter, religious services will be held at Disney's Contemporary Resort at Walt Disney World in the Fantasia Ballroom on Sunday, April 1st. Well, which would be a hell of an April Fool's joke, I'm just saying. Catholic Mass will be held at 8 a.m. and 10:30 a.m., and a Protestant service will be held at 9:15 a.m. See, right there. Disney strongly recommends that resort guests staying at monorail resorts use the monorail or watercraft to get to Disney's Contemporary Resort. All other resort guests should use Walt Disney World Resort transportation to the Magic Kingdom and then transfer to a shuttle bus available after 7 a.m., which will take you to the Contemporary. Disney's Contemporary Resort, Polynesian Village Resort, and Grand Floridian and Spa parking lots will be operating with parking restrictions. So you're not going to be able to just drive up and say, I'm here for church. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and put this out there. Uber or
minivan.
Lyft, minivan.
Yeah.
Those of you may not know, I come from a church background. I was a worship leader for a decade. I'm an ordained minister. Disney, if you're listening, I'm your Protestant, brah. I can whip up a great service, keep you on time and under budget. I would love to be the guy that, I've married some people, some friends of ours.
Yeah, sure.
In the wedding chapel. Why can't I? Of course, I can't fill out the date right, but I would love to do Easter service at Disney. That'd be like the ultimate for me.
That'd be fun.
It
would be fun.
Start out, dearly beloved. As we gather here this Easter morning.
Okay, so Disney's now having some fun with DVC members.
It's about time.
Over at the Wilderness Lodge, just past Geyser Point, actually probably on the backside of Geyser Point, it's probably one giant building, they built something called Reunion Station. And everybody's been speculating what this building is. Mm-hmm. Well, we now kind of have some sense. Reunion Station at Disney's Wilderness Lodge will be the first attempt at a paid concierge option for Disney Vacation Club members. Because you don't have enough of our money. We just want a little bit more.
Disney did some research and found out that they were leaving some money in your wallet and thought, well, we got to fix this.
Right. So several months ago, Disney Vacation Club revealed that the new Reunion Station building at Wilderness Lodge would serve as the de facto concierge add-on for guests at the resort. Now we have some information on the pricing and the services included in this offer. The initial cost would be $50 per person, per adult, and $33 per person, ages 3 to 9, per night. The add-on must be purchased for every night of the guest's reservation. Thus, a family of 2 with 2 children staying 5 nights would be $830 additional dollars just to go to Reunion Station at night.
So
you can't buy it for some of your nights. You can't buy it just for the adults.
For one night.
Yeah.
It's for everybody.
It's for and DVC people don't usually make short stays. They're there for 6, 7, 10 days.
Right.
Like our friends across the pond come for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And if they would like this option, that's a lot of bananas.
Right. But don't they normally stay at multiple resorts?
No, usually one place.
They only stay one place?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The paid access will, and you can do this from any DVC resort. You don't have to be staying at Wilderness.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you at Bay Lake Tower and you want this option.
Wow.
Yeah. The paid access will include a continental breakfast during morning hours, along with snacks and alcoholic beverages during the evening hours. During the afternoon hours, Reunion Station will host a series of paid activities, which will be available for all resort guests, not limited to those just purchasing the concierge service.
Yeah, we'll come back to that in a second.
At nighttime, the building will host a complimentary mixer available to all DVC members staying at the resort. Details are subject to change, no specific date, but sometime in the spring of 2018.
You want to start, or you want me to?
Yeah, you go ahead.
Two things pop out to me.
Okay.
First of all, if I'm paying for every person in my party, for every night, there better not be anybody in that place except for DVC people. And I'm not a DVC owner. This whole thing about the paid access...
the concierge nighttime thing would only be for DVC people.
Reunion Station will host a series of paid activities which will be available to all resort guests.
That's during the day.
Right. And no, this should be reserved. I don't want to have to deal with the rabble.
Well,
I'm paying for this.
Well, your concierge service, you get something in the morning, you get breakfast.
Right.
And whatever. And then you get the evening with drinks and more food.
Right.
During the day, when you're in the parks, then they'll have it open to anybody that's willing to pay for those events. You know, wine painting,
right.
photography classes they were talking about, art classes, things
and
like that.
And that would be included if you were paying for this. That would be included. You don't have to pay extra for that.
No, you have to pay extra for it. It's not included if you're purchasing the concierge option.
Okay, so...
It has two different things, the concierge option and then the paid events option.
Okay. So I have another question after that.
Yeah.
So then, I love this line. At night, the building will host a complimentary mixer available to all DVC members staying on the front.
Right.
It's not complimentary if you're paying for it.
No, it'll probably be something before, like, say, from 5 to 6, there'll be a little mixer for any DVC member staying at the resort, and then at 6 o'clock they will throw you out so that the 7 to 11, whatever, paid people will have their, building alone.
Wow.
Because if they bring some people in,
right.
Oh, this is nice. I like this. Look at blah, blah, blah.
Right.
We should do this.
Right. Oh, you should totally do this.
Yeah.
And here, let's talk to Cliff, and Cliff will tell you about how you can... But it's 7 o'clock, so unless you're paid,
we have to see you go bye-bye.
We have to, wish you very well.
Oh, well, how do we sign up?
So if you have to pay for the stuff during the day, so you get something in the morning and something in the evening,
right?
That's all you really get out of it? Mm-hmm. And you're not guaranteed to be there every morning and every evening.
Yeah. Because for a DVC member, a DVC member can't buy concierge level.
Gotcha.
That it doesn't exist. Like, we can't stay at the Wilderness and then go up to the concierge level where they have all the free drinks and food.
Gotcha.
So this is the answer to that. If you want to stay DVC and have the concierge level.
So concierge level is only for people who buy rooms at rack rate or whatever, and they purchase concierge level.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So now they're offering it to DVC people.
I never knew there were so many ways to make money.
Apparently you don't work in the Disney marketing.
I'm a budding... Well, thank God. I'm a budding young entrepreneur, and I never realized there's so many ways to squeeze blood out of a turnip.
Yeah, just listen to the Disney playbook. They've written it and rewritten it.
It's truly, and I don't begrudge Disney. I'm not one of those guys. I'm not like I'm
as a stockholder, I applaud them.
Yeah, as a stockholder, I'd applaud them, but as a rational human being, I'm like, WTF?
Yeah,
I'm like Darth Vader. No. But in reality, I mean, it's amazing, but God bless. I mean, a family of 4, $830 on top of your stay.
Yeah.
Although, if you're DVC,
you didn't pay for that stay.
Yeah.
In a sense.
I know what you're saying. You paid for it.
Yeah.
But it's not like you're paying rack rate for rooms.
Right.
You're paying for points, and if your points have accrued to where you get that week, and you're not really paying.
And if you bought early on when the price was low,
right? Yeah, that makes sense.
You probably got a good deal.
Still, $830. I'd be there every day.
Oh yeah,
I'd be there every day. I'm like, screw the parks. I'm going here.
Yeah,
that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Do you really have to close? That bottle's still open. Can I just take it with me?
Yeah. Let me just fill up my glass before I go.
Okay, so if you've been a fan of this show for any period of time, one of the things that we love to do is we love to speculate when Disney files patents and they put plans out And we love to figure out. We still haven't figured out what that ride vehicle is.
Yeah.
That was a boat, and it's not a boat, and then it's a boat.
Boat.
Yeah, we still haven't figured that out yet.
I think it's in Shanghai.
Probably. Disney files a patent to adjust your ride path depending on how scared you are. I want to say a joke so bad.
Don't say it if it's bad.
But it's funny. Remind me later on.
Right.
Anyway, patents filed by Disney suggested that the Walt Disney Imagineers are currently working on a ride technology that could change guest ride path depending on how much of how frightened they are. That's a clue. It's a patent. It's a patent. If you start to feel sick during the ride, your vehicle will slow down. And if you start to feel scared, the attraction could turn off some of the scarier show elements. What the hell? I mean, what?
What about everybody else?
Yeah, there's nothing in an American Disney ride that's that scary, unless it's a thrill ride.
Yeah.
Disneyland Paris, I could argue this. The inverse is true as well. If the new technology senses that you are bored, then the experience will amp up the intensity. How is this going to be possible?
I don't know.
The technology behind the patent could eventually use a combination of the guest's heart rate, facial expressions, skin temperature, perspiration, vocal stress, eye movement, and even their age to gauge their experience. This new technology would have the ability to adjust or change certain ride elements, special effects, animated characters, or even the entire ride environment. There's diagrams available. We'll probably put them out in the show notes. Disney Imagineers like executive ride mechanical engineer David Crawford, creative designer studio lead David Durham, and senior show producer at Walt Disney World Imagineering John Georges were all listed in the patent. Now, this technology would likely change how we experience and react to theme park attractions. As the Orlando Sentinel pointed out, such technology might also cause guests to be a little more conscious of how they are reacting to a ride, because if you close your eyes, you might be put in the slow lane. It's unknown at this point what attractions this technology would or could specifically be used on. The patent does reference a haunted house, which would seemingly be a reference to a haunted mansion or a ride that they may be building. But at this time, any guess as to what ride or rides this technology, would be integrated in, it's all the speculation at this point. Disney has had this patent approved by the United States Patent Office in October, but on Thursday, March 8th of 2018, Disney filed another patent that would extend this technology into any environment. The Orlando Sentinel registered patent attorney Terry Sanks is quoted as saying Disney isn't limited to just theme parks. They could be wanting to use it in other venues like cruise ships. Now,
Star Wars Hotel.
And Disney has been making rumblings about purchasing a line of theaters. So that might be part of it.
Sure.
Yeah. I could see that there. Here's my little 2 cents in that, and I want to hear what you have to think. Disney, this is great. Do me a favor. Get the damn Magic Band to say, "Happy birthday, John." And I'll be happy. And then I'll believe and care about all this
You're stuck on that
stuff.
Magic Band, aren't
I'm
you?
stuck on it. I got sold a bill of goods and I believed in it. And it let me down hard.
Disney
It crushed me like my
yeah.
high school sweetheart.
I don't know. I just don't know how they're going to do this. If we're in the same ride vehicle and you're scared and I'm not, what's the...
Right. How's it going to be different?
Yeah, how's it going to be different?
It's going to be impossible.
Yeah.
And you're talking animatronics. Okay. If you're scared and you're in a vehicle right in front of me, how's that animatronic going to not scare you and scare me?
Right. Yeah.
It just
I got a lot.
There's some logical.
I have more questions than I do answers for this one.
I do. Yeah. This was like interesting, and they're talking haunted house. Okay, if they're sending one guest through every minute, a guest goes through. If it's like a cruise line or something else, then that would make sense because you can control that a lot better. But
we'll have to wait and see what happens. It's interesting.
I don't get scared in haunted houses, like haunted houses, but I don't necessarily go through them with my eyes open all the time.
Yeah. The only thing that scares me is the launch at a Rock and Roller Coaster.
Really?
Yeah, that just freaks me out. I don't know why.
The only I
don't mind the whole rest of the coaster. I'm fine with that. I just don't like the launch part.
That's funny. Sid's the same way. I don't always keep my eyes open, not because I'm scared, but because
California Screaming is the
that
other one.
wind in your eyes drives me crazy. But I always want to keep my eyes open because I want to take, I want to do my gang shots for the.
I'm usually with my hands over my eyes. I don't think there's ever a picture of my face in that attraction.
Hey, I'm so proud of my mom. I got my mom on that ride. I lied to her and told her that it didn't go upside down.
Oh my God.
I think she rode it twice.
Wow.
But I got her on the ride. I said, do me a favor. Just promise me. I mean, just keep your head back and keep your eyes open. That's all you have to do for me. She's like, okay.
You definitely have to keep your head back.
So she kept her head back. She kept her eyes open. And I watched, and I'm like this the whole time. And I watched her, and her eyes got real big. She hit that first loop, and she started laughing. And I was like, that's a fan for life. Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, Disneyland people are getting, I think, a interesting possible surprise. There's a rumor going around that Carl's house might actually fly over Disneyland during the Together Forever fireworks. So last week, Disneyland Resort released a new commercial promoting Pixar Fest that had the internet abuzz. The new clip includes a shot of Carl's house from the movie Up floating across the skies above Sleeping Beauty's castle during the fireworks.
It would be nice if it was a shot of whiskey.
Now, Pixar Fest begins April 13th and includes a new Pixar-themed fireworks show and Pixar Play Parade moving to Disneyland. Plus, Paint the Night will then be heading to Disney's California Adventure. The reason Paint the Night is going there is because
they didn't want to bring
Color, what is that? The World of Color is going down for rehab. That's why the parade is going across the street.
Wow.
Anyways, when Together Forever and Nighttime Spectacular, the new fireworks show, was announced, Disney confirmed that Buzz Lightyear will be taking the traditional role of Tinkerbell and flying across the sky. However, this new commercial includes a brief glimpse of fireworks that appears balloons and Carl's house floating across the sky.
Get out.
So, Disney has not yet confirmed whether this is actually true, but we're all going to have to sit and wait.
I hope so.
I think they have the technology to do it.
Oh, yeah.
They could do it probably with mapping. They could do it with drones. They can do it with the flying dragon we had here.
Well, I know they did Dumbo. They fly Dumbo. Mm-hmm. And I know they fly Zero.
Yeah, but this was flying this way, behind the castle, not this way from the castle. Well, from the Matterhorn.
You're talking to Disneyland, right?
Disneyland,
they swing both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go both ways.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's just an ad.
Yeah.
Stormtroopers don't walk down the front of Grand Floridian. Snow White doesn't run down the stairway, and the people who work behind the counter don't have wings.
All right.
And no matter how bad the ad is for Walt Disney World, our teacups have a roof.
That's true.
I busted Disney marketing on that. They were not happy with me.
I'm sure.
In an ingenious marketing ploy, Disneyland pass holders can now add the annual pass holder logo to the Mickey ears and so much more. Disneyland Resort annual pass holders now have a new way to show off their status as a pass holder. Embroidery locations around the resort are now able to add the AP logo to merchandise, including the classic Mickey ears. Embroidery machines are available at several locations, including Mad Hatter in Disneyland Park, Elias & Co. at Disney California Adventure, and World of Disney at Downtown Disney. I'm wondering if the annual pass feature embroidery is free. Probably not. So you're going to have to pay for advertising that you're a pass holder.
Right.
It's brilliant. That's friggin' brilliant.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's brilliant is what it is.
Yeah.
All right.
I have a workaround for that, but maybe we'll talk about that on a different
I got friends who could sew.
Yeah.
All right.
Epcot's Odyssey is being remodeled to become a new flex space. Epcot's Odyssey is set for a light remodel in preparation for its expanded role as a flex-use space in the park. The building between Mexico Pavilion and Test Track has been operating seasonally, mainly for Epcot's festivals, but is intended to fit into Epcot's evolution. Dave Keating, general manager of Epcot Festivals, recently stated that the Odyssey will serve multiple purposes, potentially housing a restaurant, merchandise shop, or character greeting areas all on a given day.
Right.
Yikes. That's going to be one
We're
busy
gonna
building.
shoehorn a lot of crap into that little space.
So in preparation for the expanded role, the Odyssey is receiving a refurbishment that will likely replace the panels with glass windows so that the guests can see inside, can view the park, and the guests passing by can see the events inside the exhibit.
See what they're missing, you mean?
Exactly.
Right.
FOMO.
FOMO. Disney's been making a living off that.
Yeah, oh yeah. No official announcements regarding Odyssey's specific role or construction plans have yet to be released.
That's brilliant, man. I dig it. It's one of the
I wish they would have
wasted-
just turned it back to a restaurant.
Yeah, it's one of the most wasted spaces on
Yes.
Disney. I'm glad they're doing this.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're doing this. This is
They're
good.
they're picking apart. I can't say picking apart. They're doing stuff in Epcot like one little thing at a time, because they posted that D23, that great grand view of Epcot.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going towards that just very slowly.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Very slowly.
It would be very interesting if we could go forward in time 5 years and see how much it's changed, and then come back and tell everybody about it. But
That would be nice.
that would be good.
Yeah.
Get some winning lottery numbers.
We'll just go downstairs and fire up the time
Flux
machine.
capacitor.
Yeah.
Good for you. I'm glad you got that feature on your car. All right. Walt Disney World just might be developing the old River Country site, according to permits that were just filed. I heard about this and freaked out. I thought it was interesting. According to some permits filed on March 5th, Disney is looking to conduct, and I'm quoting here, a geotechnical investigation that assesses the suitability of surface soils, end quote, which is in layman's terms means that they are looking to get permission from the state to drill and evaluate the soil conditions at the River Country site, which is interesting. River Country used to be the water park located near Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground. You can actually see some of the old dilapidated water slides. So a lot of it, though, is covered with foliage. The water park opened June 19th, 1976, and closed September 1st, 2002. Hang on, something opened. Something big happened. God, hang on, I'll think of it. Hang on, what
What do you think that was?
opened up right about that time? Oh, it'll come to me. Loyal River Country fans have been speculating for years why the park never reopened from its last maintenance closure. But the Walt Disney Company has never issued a formal statement for the reasons for them closing River Country. While we really have no idea what would be happening, these types of permits typically indicate the beginning stages of future development. What could they be building on the old River Country site, Tony?
Okay, so DVC News, our friend Tim Kranuski, has there was a project that was for DVC building, and it fits exactly in this space. He was able to take the map and then overlay this resort right in there, and it's perfect. It fits the outline of the shore, it fits the whole thing. But I've always heard that they couldn't do anything there because of all the asbestos. Everything that was built there is filled with asbestos, and that they just can't, like they normally would, haul it out and dump it somewhere. It has to be abated and has to be put in a special landfill because it's hazardous material now.
Right.
And I've also heard that's why nobody's ever gone back there to do any kind of evaluation, is because it's just an asbestos junkyard. So if they do this, I think it's going to cost a boatload of money.
Sure. So when you say DVC, what are you talking about? Like a new DVC?
A new DVC resort.
A resort?
A resort.
Is that space big enough for a resort?
Yeah.
Where would they park?
Well, they have everywhere from Fort Wilderness to Wilderness Lodge. The entire property.
So if they were to do that there, would this be in the middle of the lake?
No, it would be on the
It'd
property.
be on the edge
yeah.
there, River.
Yeah, if you're driving on Vista Boulevard, it would be all along that right-hand side
okay.
there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Maybe you'd park at Fort Wilderness and, I don't know, take a bus or shuttle or monorail.
That'd be cool. That'd be
whatever.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wonder what it would be called.
I don't know.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. I still like my Cowboys and Indians idea. You know, build like 2 separate camps, build Cowboys on one side, kind of, you would say, like chuck wagon kind of things, and teepees on the other side, and then in the middle, you'd have like a whole big, like, dining hall that would be like Thanksgiving dinner every day. You know, that's my idea. That's not going to happen.
No, they're not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, they're looking for like 700 rooms. Yeah. And listen, if they do this, this will be what, number 6 hotel on the list to be built?
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
They got stuff to do, man.
You will definitely need more housekeepers.
They're having a tough time with that, I hear.
Yeah, they are. And they just recently held a only security hire, which is another probably shortfalling for them.
So, to go back to a story that we were talking about just a second ago, the annual pass thing.
Yeah.
One of our chat room folks said it's $6.99 to add the AP logo to yours. Yeah. It should be free. It should be free.
I did pay $1,200 for a pass.
It should be free. It should come.
If you don't mind me advertising your annual pass program.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. All right. Let's hit them with some...
Hey, World of Color at Disney California Adventure is going dark for 1.5 months to accommodate the Pixar Pier construction. Very nice.
The wonderful world of good.
Disney's Animal Kingdom cast members are going to debut new costumes for the 20th anniversary. And almost every land and attraction is getting a new costume.
And still, the Yeti is broken.
Well, we know how to make costumes. We don't know how to make Yetis work.
And the money that they're spending on the costume, do you think they could shovel that some to the Yeti and get that bad boy fixed?
Maybe. The Dream Boutique at Downtown Disney, California, is closing on March 18th. I think it's moving to another location that they're doing some other rehab to.
Here it is, the big one.
Black Panther hit the $1
billion
mark.
$1 billion. A billion.
A billion.
A billion.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
A billion.
A lot of money. Irish poutine returns to the menu at the Daily Poutine at Disney Springs.
That makes me happy. I don't know why, but I'm Irish, so I gotta throw the love.
Right. Vivo Gelato introduces their newest shake, the Leprechaun Wish, available through March 31st.
Okay.
All right.
Is it green?
I think it is.
Probably.
Yeah. The iconic composer John Williams is retiring from the Star Wars saga after Episode 9.
Yeah, good for him.
I'm sorry to see him go.
Yeah,
I love John Williams' music.
I love his music too, but you know, I can hum bars of Leah's song. I can hum you bars of the Death Star March, or the Imperial March. I can hum you bars of Star Wars. I can hum you bars of other things he's created. The last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 films that he's done. Dun 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 dun.
I mean, some of them started sounding all the same.
Yeah, the fight scene with Darth Maul is the only one that's memorable to me. And I'm a music guy.
Yeah.
So, anyway, go ahead.
So, if you can't get it to Disney now, guests can now go visit Disney using Google Street View. So you can pull up, any of the parks, Disney Springs, and you can kind of now click around your Street View. Some of them don't go very far from the place they start, but
Disney fans, man, they're it's a crack cocaine. So be like, I just got to go look, and you'll spend like 4 hours just like sitting there, and you'll have the music playing.
I would do you one better.
Have the ears on and crying in your Mickey cup.
A long time ago, if you download Google Earth,
right,
that's in 3D, which is a lot better than the Street View.
I know.
So go do the Google Earth
Yeah.
and leave the street view for the amateurs.
Cheap move, Google.
Yep.
Cheap move.
Yep. Sunshine season. Sunshine Seasons
Very good.
is to offer limited menus during Epcot's evening extra magic hours. It's just going to be the grab and go stuff. They're not cooking anything.
They're not cooking a thing.
They're not cooking
They're
a
not
damn
cooking
thing
a
for you.
dang for you people. Screw you guys.
You paid that extra money to stay at a Disney resort. They're just giving you some grab and go.
You're going to bag lunch it and you're going to like it. You know why? Because we're Disney. We're going to make you pay $7 to put our logo on the back of your hat.
Because I think most of the restaurants kind of close, and then the extra magic hours go on. So if you're looking for food in Epcot, I think sometimes it's difficult to get. So,
well,
I think this will remedy that sort of.
that'll fix it to a degree.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Anything else?
Nope. I had something and it totally went out of my head. So, looking forward to. Oh, by the way, our buddy Dominic.
Oh.
He's going to be in town.
Ooh.
So he's going to be in town later this week. So we should try to go hang out with him a little bit. I got
a college friend in town too. I'm going to California Grill tomorrow night.
Sweet. Have fun with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got nothing, man. I got nothing. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for being a part of the live show every Monday night. Disney Parks Podcast over on Facebook. You can check that out. You can come find us at DisneyParksPodcast.com. You can check out our shop, DisneyParksPodcast.com/shop. We've been working really hard behind the scenes. I think we got most of our technical issues fixed. So our feed should be fixed. Our website should be fixed. If you notice anything, shoot us an email, DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com.
And next week I got a little video to play, so come back and see us.
Hot diggity dang.
Yep. And as we like to say around here,
we'll
see you in the parks. All right, chat room.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Thanks. Have
Good
fun.
night.
See you in the parks.
See you.